Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome two co-founders of the Breakthrough Prize, whose mothers are very proud of them, Sergey Brin and Wojcicki.
So, as the daughter of a particle physicist, I grew up loving science and big data. I started a company, 23andMe, with the belief that big data could revolutionize drug research and personalized medicine. But what I never expected was that the results from 23andMe would change my life and my family's life. What I learned is that my mother-in-law, Zhenya, who's in the audience, and my husband, Sergey, who is genetically challenged at dressing, are actually high risk for Parkinson's disease. So Zhenya was diagnosed 15 years ago, and Sergey and I are now very, very focused on developing a path to prevention and a path to cure for Parkinson's disease. There's a long way to go in that pursuit, but the first step is recognizing extraordinary scientists who are working to cure this disease.
We are here today in the heart of Silicon Valley, and I'm fortunate enough to be one of the entrepreneurs here. I used to think that, well, we solve hard problems, we take big risks, and that the things we do have a big impact on the world. But if you look at our prize winners tonight, and in particular our prize winner, and you look at the challenges that they face in terms of hard problems, understanding the human brain, which comes with no manual, and there's no company you can call up for tech support, and taking risks. I've never had to drill a hole in somebody's head and insert an electrode and hope that it works. Or in terms of making an impact, and in terms of treating a disease that's debilitating for millions of people around the world. Really, the scientists here have no parallel, and the kinds of things that we consider high risk and high impact entrepreneurially are but a tiny fragment of what they do. So it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you Dr. Mahlon DeLong, who has devoted his life to understanding and treating Parkinson's disease.
The human brain. For full expression of man's thinking capabilities, we must look to the whole brain functioning as a unified organism.
I was going to be an astrophysicist, so I was fascinated by the cosmos, the galaxy, the universe. And then it occurred to me in a dramatic moment when I saw cells dividing, the chromosomes separating, I think, oh my God, this life science is really where the action is. We're in the neurocentric age. Neuroscience is really a very broad field. We have to look at all levels to really understand the emergence of consciousness, behavior, actions. How do we decide what to do? That's the impact, because it really deals with what we are, who we are, and what makes us the way we are. My focus has been on the part of the brain called the basal ganglia. These are structures lying deep within the hemispheres, very much implicated in movement disorders, particularly Parkinson's. They are ancient, archaic structures that have been there from the get-go. My initial work was really directed at trying to understand what their contribution was to movement. I recall very quickly being in a place where no man had been, and I realized that, oh my God, this is amazing. I mean, what we're seeing has never been described, never been understood. That is an enormously intoxicating kind of drug, that sense of you were into something where nobody had been before. What has happened is that our simple ideas have been completely overthrown, an explosion of knowledge. I mean, it's like drinking from a fire hose. I mean, science is understanding, basically. Taking this to the next disease, Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, depression, these lights on our existence, and what are the ways you can deal more effectively with Parkinson's. That understanding translates into treatments. It's a daily occurrence to see these astounding effects. That never fails to excite me. First of all, it's incredibly shocking, realizing that so many people along the way played such important roles and how lucky I was. To me, it's something I would accept in the name of a lot of people who contributed so enormously. It does quicken the senses and certainly has an impact, and hope to use it in that way.
For numerous breakthroughs in the understanding and treatment of brain circuits involved in Parkinson's disease,
we now present the Breakthrough Prize to Mahlon DeLong.